Hey there, Shank here with a video version of the instruction manual. It's much easier to see this thing in action. So, if you don't know how to install the plugin or download the plugin, the instruction manual for the instruction video for installing a plugin is down below. It's very easy, but once you've got it installed, down here, what you'll see, well, roughly over here in the left-hand side, you'll see Popup Subversion, Add Settings. That's what you click on. That'll get you to this particular screen here. Initially, it'll be empty. So what you need to do is create a new ad. And we're just waiting for this thing to load. Okay, new ad, there we go. You give it some name. This is internal. You'll use that later on. So, this is just test for the demo video. And then you enter your text. And that is basically the text at the very top. And you can use HTML. So if you want to pretend you've got an HTML link in there, because remember, this is the one short line that appears at the top to entice people. This is basically your call to action, the thing that grabs their attention, gets them excited. They go, yes, once I've read my article, I definitely want to go and check it out. All right. So this is awesome offer or call to action. And then you could use a hyperlink, and of course you don't use an actual hyperlink because they can't click on it. When you hover over it, just opens the next thing down here. So hyperlink, and then what you might do is underline it, because that's what a hyperlink looks like, and you use the color blue. There we go. Let's use blue, and there you go. Cool. That's your hyperlink. Isn't that brilliant? Now, in general, you probably want to have this thing centered, because then it appears in the middle of the screen. Very nice. And that's it. Don't need to worry about the back, the color of this thing or the size. We'll do that later on. Then here's your pop-up content, anything you like. You either type it in here or you upload an image, which is what I did in the demo. You saw that on the sales video. And of course, if you want to do HTML, you just click on the good old HTML box, you put on your HTML there, you copy your Aweber form, whatever. Actually, let's do that just for kicks, all right? I'll pause the video and then do that. So here we go. I've just copied the simple form here, the standard JavaScript thing. So really anything HTML goes in here. Put it in here, update it, boom, thank you very much. So I don't even need to save. I already saved that, thank you very much. And now if we go to the second thing here, all right, what do you see is see match country. All right, let's look at this here. So what we've got now is I've got a couple of ads here. One which you see on the blog, on the demo blog. The other one is we were simply testing this from India. And here's test for the demo video, which I just created. Okay, and now we go to match country. And now all I do is I assign my ad to a country. So initially you're not going to see anything here. So what you do is you go to match edit for countries. As you can see here, we've got one which is default country, which is all countries. And that particular one is assigned to it. So what we do is, we create a new one. So go, for Germany, which is where I live, I want to have the newly created one, so test for demo video, and the height of the pop-up, we're just going to go, whatever, 35 pixels. And the height of the pop-up is 500 times 500. Well, you basically want to adjust that to the actual image you have. And we have a delay of 3 seconds. And the background color, let's use something really garish. Some horrible pink type thing there. Oh, God. Oh, that really hurts my eyes, doesn't it? So do not use the footer. You can use the footer if you want. We don't want any redirection here. Little hint, with the exit redirection, do not test this with, for example, Google. Okay, Google these days does everything via some bizarre connection, so Google does not work. You can't open Google inside an iframe, and which is basically what's happening here. So make sure it's a proper your page or whatever you want to send it to. Otherwise, you're going to go, hang on, this doesn't work. Right? Do not test with Google. I haven't tested with Yahoo, but don't use any of the stupid standard ones where you don't want to redirect them anyway. So save this. And then what we've got is a second redirect. There you go. Okay, so anything that comes from Germany now gets this particular ad, and after whatever we said, 3 seconds. Where's my 3 seconds there? Alrighty, so let's open a new window and let's go to onlinerule.com. And with a bit of luck, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Wow, I counted clearly too quickly. So text at the top, awesome, offer or call to action, hyperlink. I hover over it, boom, and there you go. That is my opt-in box. Isn't that beautiful? Now, in general, you probably might want to make the box as big as your opt-in form or so. Typically what I do for these things, I have something called Green Shot installed on my screen, which is a screen grabber, and it also gives you the dimensions of the thing you are grabbing. So this is 227 by 291. Isn't that cool? 227, 291. Thank you very much. No. Go there. And here's a little thing. Alright, not a little thing. This is right. As you can see, there's no edit button on here. Right? If you want to edit this particular one, all you do is go over here and say, well, the one for Germany, that's the one I want to edit. Book. There we go. Alright, there it is. And now we say, rather than 500, if only I'd paid attention, whatever, 227, this is a little bit messed up now, right? 292, I think that, no, width was was it 227, 29, whatever, you get the idea, okay, 292, it'll be slightly messed up now, but who cares? So there we go, save that, and let's refresh this page. Yes, I know. Very cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Boop. And there you go. That's our little box. Isn't that very, very cool? So as you can see, you can really stick anything in there, and Bob's your uncle. So, quick run through. You've seen it. In here, in the top one, in the ad settings, you create your new ads. And any number you want. If you can, here's an edit button, so you can click directly on them, because we could have had a drop-down box with the names, but here's a nice overview. You create your new ad. This is just for internal purposes. This is the call to action. This is the actual pop-up content. You can use the HTML editor. You can use hyperlinks in there. The demo I have on the blog, all I did was insert an image, and then when you do insert the image, I'll show you. Okay, this is pretty cool, I thought. It was cool. Basically, you upload, you put in your image URL, and over here in advanced, you say alternative image 4 miles over. You do the other image, okay, in that way. So when someone hovers over the image, you saw it in the demo. Then it flicks in a different image, which is pretty nice. So there you go. So that's what's happening in here. In ads, you've got your overview. You can delete them if you don't need them anymore. Then in match country, you assign them to your countries. So if you say in Germany, I want the one with the sausages and the beer and the sauerkraut and all that kind of thing, you set up one for Germany. This is awesome for CPA offers, for example, but also for doing simple things, like having the flag of the country in the background or something. So people go, yes, I do recognize that. And use a default which fires off for all other countries, of course. And then at the end, you have the stats. Down here. Rather unsurprisingly, the stats of how often these things were fired, if you like, or popped up. So what we've got here is two things. The first one is the overall views, meaning how often did this thing pop up at the top here, this thing. Whoa, there you go. And how often the hits is then how often did people take action and follow through. So if they close this here, that's not an action. If they fill it in or click on your link or whatever you're doing in there, then that is called considered an action. Okay. So what we've got here is the overall for this is just a test on online rule. Therefore, you've got slightly skewed things, but you get the idea. So you'd have far more hits from Germany, for example. So that is for overall. Here views and here the hits, and then you can separate it out by header and footer stats. And then if you choose to do so, if you want to know, right, let's just do the test for demo video, which I just set up, so we don't really have anything reliable stats there, then we could choose a date range for that thing, submit, and then it'll show something in that. So whatever, testing India, or maybe just look at these numbers here. This is for everything. This goes up to 60. Let's see what happens, and I go to this one just for, whatever, this year. Alrighty, as you can see here now, this has changed. I can't remember what it was, but it was there was definitely something different. So you get the idea. Basically, if you want a separate ad or just the stats for one particular ad, that's where you can pull it out. So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. The main action really is up here in this thing, where you set up your ads, then you go into match country, match them up. In here, just worry about the headline. In the match country, the key thing is to remember when you can't edit them here. What you do is you go in here and say the one for whatever, Germany, I want to edit. And the moment you select Germany, it loads it up. You go and edit. This is the height of the pop-up title, the thing at the very top here, this awesome colored thing. There you go. And the only thing to remember here is if you use redirection, you must fill something in here, otherwise it's going to go bonkers. And the same goes up here. You must select a country. Okay, at the very, very top, it says select a country. If you just go in and save this, it's going to go all confused. Right, there you go. Hope you're having fun with this, and if you've got any questions, just open a support ticket and we'll get back to you. Cheers, bye.